What's up guys, it's Ben here bringing you another preview for the 2013 Formula 1 season. This weekend we're in Bahrain for the fourth round of the 2013 championship. Before we get into things, let's just have a quick look at the standings. As you can see, the top three haven't really changed apart from Alonso jumping up into third after his stunning win over everyone else in China. Lewis Hamilton gets up into fourth and Mark Webber drops down to sixth after another bad luck weekend. Good showings from Button and particularly Daniel Ricciardo, who managed to qualify in the top 10 and then managed to hold off some drivers in much better teams, so it's a very good showing for him, and if he keeps it up he might be in a Red Bull next year. We can only hope though. Williams, very disappointing this season. They're absolutely nowhere. Pastor Maldonado and Bottas really need to step up their game, because that Williams should not be as far down as what it is. So hopefully they can get some points finishes this weekend for their sake. Let's just do a quick recap of the Shanghai round. As you guys know, Alonso won the race. Vettel ran a different tyre strategy to everyone else because he chose not to set a lap in Q3. So he started on the prime tyre. He managed to work his way through the field, I suppose, staying out long, and then he ran the option tyre at the end. And he was closing in on Raikkonen and Hamilton, but he just ran out of laps in the end there and finished fourth. So not the best round for him, but it was a good comeback, so to speak. Good recovery round. Mark Webber, had the continued bad luck. And Sutil and Gutierrez had that crash down at the hairpin. Gutierrez managed to outbrake himself and then couldn't get out of the way in time, so he managed to drill Sutil, who had that damaged rear wing and was forced out of the race. So it's not been a good start for any of the rookies this season, so it's been disappointing for them, and hopefully for their sake they can improve and really show the promising talent that they showed just to get into Formula 1. So yeah, that's enough about China. Let's move on to the upcoming race in Bahrain. Last year there was the drama that surrounded the protests and everything in the government and that, but that's died down now, so hopefully we can just focus on the racing this weekend. Last year Red Bull was very quick. They had their maiden pole and win at that circuit with Kimi in second place. Kimi was breathing down Vettel's neck right throughout the race, and then he couldn't get past him because of the dirty air effect or something like that, so that was disappointing. Lotus should be quick this weekend as well. They do have a stronger car this year, so watch out for them. Grosjean managed to get third there last year as well with sort of a different strategy, so if Grosjean has a strong track, then it's definitely here, so he should be alright. Fernando Alonso is very successful here in the past. He's actually the most successful driver at this track out of anyone in Formula 1. He has 3 wins, with Massa being the next closest on 2, so it should be a strong round for Ferrari as well, because they've had 4 wins in total since the circuit's been around in 2004, so Ferrari should be strong as well. I think it'll be a 3-horse race between Ferrari, Lotus and Red Bull, so it should be pretty tight at the top. The circuit is also pretty tough on tyres, as you guys know. The surface of the road is actually quite abrasive. I heard in when the V8 supercars were there, the commentators were talking about just the surface of the road and how abrasive it is, and it's really tough on tyres, so you might see tyre graining, but I think it's more just going to be just traditional wear, I think. So yeah, the track's quite abrasive, whatever. There's actually a lot of sand around the track and stuff. It blows on the circuit, so they have to clean it every day. So that means that there's going to be basically no tyre, no rubber down on the track, so that'll play a part, so teams will have to get on top of that, which will be interesting. So that'll also affect tyre wear somewhat, because there's no rubber down. It should make it worse, so it should at least be a 3-stop race. I can't remember how many stops it was last year, but I think it was at least 3, so you might see a similar situation to China where everyone's just trying to save tyres in qualifying, which is a bit disappointing because you don't get to see everyone running and just throwing tyres at the cars and just blasting it out there and seeing them qualify. But Bernie Ecclestone said something about including more tyres for Friday practice, so maybe they won't be using as many of their actual tyres in Friday, so they can use them more on Saturday, but I doubt it. I hope that somebody talks sense into the teams and well, not the teams, but the management, and lets them have more tyres for quali or something. Maybe a Q3 only tyre, or Q2 only tyre, I don't know. Just get more tyres for the teams so that they can race, so they can qualify more, so it's more interesting for us, because the last thing we want to see is teams just sitting in the garage for the whole quality session doing nothing. It's boring. We need to change it. Other than that, my predictions for this weekend, I have Sebastian Vettel to get pole. I think he's just too strong in qualifying. You didn't get to see a true reflection of his pace in China because he didn't settle that, but I don't think he would have got pole anyway. But at Bahrain, a much more strong Red Bull track, I think he'll be very quick. And if Vettel gets first in qualifying, then he'll just storm away at the start like he always does. So I can't see him finishing anywhere other than first for the race. Fernando Alonso, traditionally very quick, I have him in second. In third, I have Kimi Raikkonen to be also very strong in that Lotus. In fourth, I have Felipe Massa, who I think should be very strong if Ferrari don't screw him over there again. So watch out for him to be quick. In fifth, I have Mark Webber. Sixth, I have Nico Rosberg with his teammate Hamilton right behind in seventh. In eighth, I have Jenson Button with Romain Grosjean to finally get a points finish in ninth. In 10th, I have Sergio Perez to round out the top 10. Hopefully he can turn around his luck and his form to finally get in the points. But still, that McLaren is not strong enough to be a genuine front runner yet. I think they have to wait till Spain for their upgrades and stuff to kick in. So yeah, that's pretty much my predictions for this race. It should be a pretty strategical race, but it should have better racing and more overtaking opportunities. So with that said, it should be a very good race. I'm very much looking forward to it, so I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I will. But until the next race review, preview guys, I'll see you later. Bye bye.